Hi guys, how you all doing? Thank you for coming back to my channel. My name is Bennie. I recently reached 25k on my Instagram page. 25k followers, unbelievable. I just want to say a thank you to everybody who has liked or followed or shared anything that I have done on my page. I really truly appreciate you. And to mark that, I wanted to do a Q&A and answer a couple of questions that I get all the time in my inbox. I wanted to make it open to everybody because sometimes I don't get to see it because of all the many platforms I'm on. So with this Q&A, I had quite a number of questions, and I'm going to go through them in this video. During over that, I'll be drawing the illustration that came with the 25k post. That's the lady, the beautiful girl in the dress that I drew, the short dress with the kente bikini. If you're interested, stay tuned. So going through my Instagram, we're going to start with Instagram and then we go to Facebook. Going through my Instagram, I'm going to just start going through the comments, and shout out to everyone who commented actually. Let's start with Brown Arnell. She says, good job, beautiful, you're doing an amazing work here, keep it up. Thank you, Brown. Gifty Jessie says, wish you could sketch me, really love your work. Okay, all right, thank you. We have Izuha Stanley who says nice drawing. Thank you, Stanley. And then we have Bra Cartoon El Slime Dish. He says, why do you choose this career and what motivates you to do this? Why do I choose this career? I like art. I always like art. I like art in different forms. I like music. I like fashion, and I've always known how to draw. It's kind of a talent. Like since I was young, anyone who went to school with me knows, way back from elementary school, knows I could draw. But I never took it as a career. I just took it as a gift. It only became a career for me when people started asking to pay for it. So not even on social media, way before social media, people were asking me if they could pay for me to draw them. And initially I kind of shied away from it, but then eventually I realized I love doing it, so I might as well make it my career or my purpose, kind of. What motivates me to do this? I think I kind of answered it. I love what I do. That is a motivation for me, and also I like to challenge myself when it comes to drawing. So if there's anything I've seen that I feel like I've never drawn or I've never tried, it motivates me to try it. Okay, going down to Sophia Alexandria Mosojane. Okay, she says, how do you handle or deal with critics? Sophia, I don't deal with critics. I just ignore them. I just ignore them. I really don't go into trying to argue my way out. I just ignore it. If it's constructive criticism, then yes, I'm going to take some of that into consideration. But most of the time, critics just like to do what they know best, critique. So just ignore it. Ariel Silva says, thank you for your amazing work. It's just amazing. I'm thinking, this a wow emoji, and yeah, I'm falling in love with your art. Congratulations and keep it up. I want to know you, I mean your name, and see your face too, and also your inspiration. Thanks. All right, so my name is Bennie Buatsie. My full name is actually Benedicta Buatsie, but then I made it Bennie for short because some of my friends call me that. And my face, Oh, Ariel, if you go through my posts, I've posted quite a few pictures of myself. Honestly, I yeah. All right. So also your inspiration source. My inspiration is basically black women. Um, I like I like drawing black women. I like playing with skin tones. Um, when I was younger, I used to draw a lot of white characters because that's what I was used to. The books I was reading and the storybooks our parents buy for us and all that. It was mostly white based, and so I started drawing white. And sometime I'll show you some of my drawings from when I was like in primary school. I still have a few of them so that you see the difference between how I used to draw then and what has changed now. But that's for another day. I hope that answers your question. So Ariel says congratulations again. And then Adilidi Techimensa. Adilidi. Okay, Adilidi, yeah. Says, where do you get your inspiration from? I just answered that question. Men's Called Jeremy asked, what runs to your mind whenever you hold a pencil to sketch something? Question number 2, if you were to draw a problem that's affecting the world presently, what could you draw? Wow. Okay, so what runs through my mind when I hold a pencil? 9 out of 10 times, if I'm holding a pencil, I'm going to draw a girl. So when I do imaginative drawing, it's really not based on anything, but my drawings kind of look very similar when I do them with pencil sketches. When I do them with a pencil, the sketches look pretty similar. So what runs through my mind? I don't know. I really haven't thought of it. I mostly draw out of distraction, like it comes naturally. I don't, unless of course I'm intentionally trying to draw something, but majority of the time I just draw what I don't know. Okay, that's it. Okay, so if you were to draw a problem that's affecting the world presently, I would say people not loving themselves. I think a problem I personally think that if you love yourself enough, that alone should be enough to make you happy. And most people in the world right now are not happy. A lot of violence and all that, it's from bitterness and envy and pain. But if in all that struggle you can find love in whoever you are, like you wake up and look in the mirror and you feel happy because you love yourself and you're alive and you're gorgeous, it kind of it makes you feel better, kind of, and it takes a lot of stress out of you. Like you don't I hope what I'm saying comes across, but I feel if there's love in your heart, it kind of makes you a little bit more tolerant because you're not so frustrated with every single thing. Like people look in the mirror and they only see problems with themselves, and from the moment you do that, once you wake up in the morning and you only see the problem with yourself, that means that you're stepping out, and any little thing anybody else does is going to trigger you, and then it's going to move into frustration, and then by the time you realize, you are walking around like with your head down and all that. It doesn't, I don't know, I just feel like we are missing love, and it's not love that someone has to give you. People always say that because my parents abandoned me, and I'm not saying that is not valid reasons to feel the way you feel, but even without them, you should be able to find love within yourself. Like you should be able to love yourself and be happy for who you are. Yeah, basically. So yeah, Jeremy, I hope I answered your question there. Delwana North says, I love your sketches, so beautiful. Thank you, Delwana. Mariami says, wow, this one looks like ebony. Lois Chi says, I'm your greatest fan. Thank you, Lois. And Amponsa Baku Fine says, I admire your works, Papa. I have most of them saved on my phone. My question is, do you draw for free too? Media, I want the free song. I'm shy, boo. Okay, Amponsa, right? Because there's a double A there. I don't necessarily draw for free, but my prices are quite affordable. The only time I draw for free is if I'm having a contest or a giveaway, and I do have that pretty often, but it also has to be something I believe in, like a course. If it's for a course or something, then yeah, but I mean, I gotta eat sometime. Come on, girl. Beverly Asian says, I love this, Benny. Thank you, Beverly. Only. Alright, so moving on to Instagram. Alright, let me read the comments from Instagram. And from Instagram, we're starting off with Adufe Ola. I'm assuming it's the Nigerian name. And she says, she sends hearts, and thank you, Adufe. I send hearts back. Temilicious Temi writes, what app and tools do you use to draw? I get this question all the time, and I'm never secretive about it, because I use Adobe Illustrator for the outlines, and I use Photoshop for painting. I've said this a couple of times. I have it on every video, underneath in the description box of every video that I post here on YouTube, that I use Illustrator and Photoshop. Okay, and if you look for how I draw my comics video, you should see how I go about my illustration in Adobe Illustrator, and then take it all the way to Photoshop to complete it. Yeah, it's not a secret app. It's probably the same app everybody. I know most artists use Photoshop. Okay, so Sojourn sends hearts. Thank you, Sojourn. I think that's how you say the name. Okay, CDDLV. Okay, says congratulations. Thank you. Yinu says you deserve it. Thank you, Yinu. Mr. Phil 413 says, at Bennie Buatsie Illustrations, what is your inspiration and what do you seek to achieve with this, since this sector of art is male dominating? My inspiration, like I said, I've said it already, but what do you seek to achieve? I think you answered your own question, honey, because you're saying this sector of art is male dominating, and I'm female, and what am I seeking to achieve? Well, I'm trying to let people know that anybody can do. I never even knew art was male dominating. I'm just hearing about this. I never knew that. All I know is I want people to fall in love with themselves, especially women. I like women. I'm a woman. Who else to advocate for if not my own? That's basically it. I didn't know it was male dominating, but if it is male dominating, then well, it's a good thing I'm a female then, because then I'm telling my female friends, followers, everybody that they can do it, and they should do it. Why should art be male dominating? Come on. Alright, so Bashlaza says, nice art, thank you. He also says cute, thanks. Alright, so Natural Beauty Showcase. comments congrats, thank you Natural Beauty. And NK Draw says congratulations, I'm assuming. There's a lot of emojis there. All right, Stickability, who I love, says you deserve more, keep it up with the good works, thank you. One of my OG followers since. All right, so asks, did you go to an art school, and if so, where did you go? Naomi, I went to KNUST, Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology, and I studied multimedia from the College of Art. So that answers your question. So Innocence says, congrats dear, any tips for me? Not at the moment, you have to be specific. Okay, so P Amobi says, I want to see the color palette you use. Okay, I don't have a color palette. I really don't. What I do, and if any of you have noticed in my videos, is if I try new colors every time, but if I try a color in my last illustration and it worked perfectly for something I was trying to do, I just source that color from that illustration. So I just pick the eyedropper tool and pick that color because at that moment I loved it and it looked great. I just pick that color, and every time I want to go into, maybe in the future I may create a palette out of my favorite colors that I like using, but majority of the time I try new colors anyway, so the skin tones are not always the same. I always pick and choose from what I think looks good, and I use a lot of hues and saturations as well, so I try to change the colors as and when to suit the mood I'm going for, basically. Yeah. So oh boy fly, hey oh boy, says congrats, thank you. Ken Woying says what application do you use for illustrations? Adobe Illustrator, Photoshop. Yep. It's Bennie sends a heart, thank you. Miss Uvi says, number 1, what are your favorite colors? My favorite color of all time will have to be okay, my favorite colors of all time will have to be neutrals. So yeah, I'm talking about grays, nudes, browns, a lot of tan, and olives. Basically, I like really calm colors. I don't do much bright color. If I'll do a bright color, it will probably be like in art, but in general I like muted colors. What do I have to do, or who do I have to be your friend? Or you just have to be yourself. You just have to be yourself, really. I mean, if you're on my page, you're already friends. Come on, girl, you're already friends. All right, so do your siblings paint too? This is all for Miss UV. Wow. All right, do your siblings paint or draw too? Not at the moment, not that I know of. But my elder sister is a fashion designer, so in a way she draws. Yeah, she draws in a way, like, but not, as an artist, but she draws as a fashion designer. So yeah. Number 4, what does your zone look like? My zone, I'm assuming I'm assuming you are talking about my workspace. To be honest, I like working on my bed. I like lying down to work. I know it's not the most healthy position, but I actually like that because then whenever I'm tired, I just lie on my back. So I kind of like, it's relaxing for me when I'm drawing on my bed and then watching a movie. So my zone will be my bedroom. And yeah, what's it like? I think it's normal. What's it like? I don't know. Okay, number 5, do you like sponge cake? Yes, I like sponge cakes. Number 6, have you ever modeled before? Yes, for my sister's fashion show back in the day. On a regular day, what is your routine like? Okay, on a regular day, since I am home 60% of the time, and then the 40% of the time I work, check my emails, check my notifications to see if there's anything I need answering to, probably sleep again. And you know what, I'm going to have to think about that because I really don't have a routine. I do things as the day goes. There are days I feel very creative. There are days when I'm like blah. So my routines, I don't have another routine. Alright, so Ferrari asks, what app and tools do you use to draw paint? I answered that. Alright, there's a lot of back and forth. Okay, so Dave Terra says, stay winning. Thank you, Dave. Yes. Alright, Ditubui comments, you deserve more, hun. We day your back. Thank you so much. Love you. Ethel Willis says, congrats. Thank you. GN West comment or question is, what is, at Bennie Buatsie Illustrations, what is the fertilizer to your creativity? Oh my god. Fertilizer. I don't know. I'll say if there's anything like that, it will be God. It will be God. I'm a strong believer. I really think that He directs my path and basically gives me ideas. So yeah, the fertilizer to my creativity will be God. Princess Motivate Niger asks, how did you learn your art? I wouldn't say I learned my art. I would say I improved my art. I say this like I explained before. I've always known how to draw as a kid, but then going to an art school and watching YouTube videos which teach you how people do it also helps. It helps you learn new stuff, and I follow a bunch of artists, big and small, just to see what I could learn from their progress as well. So yeah, you could learn from scratch if you want to learn how to draw, but for my case, I didn't have to. So She Doodle says, wow, congratulations. Thank you, She Doodles. Just Senior Smiley. She comments, I'm not sure if it's a guy or girl, but your artwork is so cute. I don't have any questions yet. Just draw me, please. Alright, Bella Reigns says, I got you. Oh, that's so sweet. Mwah. Alright, Miss Uvi again says, okay, let me allow answer the ones I have asked. Congratulations, girl, you inspire me. Oh, thank you so much. That's always great to hear when people tell you inspire them. Gladys 08 asks, how are you so talented? Do you have any tips for beginners in illustration? Do you have children? Are you married? Just so you know, you're a blessing in my life. Oh, that's so sweet. Okay, so let me start. Do I have any tips for beginners? Don't let people tell you what to do, especially not your clients. No, I mean, don't let people tell you how to draw. Every artist has a particular style, and that is what makes you unique. I mean, people always, okay, some artists ask you and they want to try to draw like you, but I personally don't believe in that. I believe in drawing or expressing your creativity the way you feel like it. and people try to this goes back to a critique question where they tell you it doesn't look right, or you're supposed to do it this way, or you're supposed to, I mean, there's nothing like that. You have to do it as you feel like doing it. You have to do what your creativity is telling you to do. If it looks good to you, and even if a client comes to you, obviously they saw your work, they saw your portfolio, and they saw how you go about it, and that's why they came to you. So in that sense, they knew what they were paying you for. So don't let anyone try to, distort your creativity. All right. Do I have children? No. Are you married? No. All right. So Rich Boy X Rich Boy asks, how do you make your cartoons? Can you please make a full video? I'll try and do that. I do make full videos, just that if I say I'm trying to make them as slow, they're going to take forever. It takes me about 2 to 3 hours to complete a full illustration. So yeah, I don't know if I can. It feels a bit long for me if I'm to post a whole 3-hour video on YouTube. All right, so Itunu says, I love you, and I love you too, Itunu. Zulk Atelier comments, are you a guy or a babe? Because I'm picturing you as a babe since you have refused to teach me how you draw. Could you draw me? Please, a drawing of me will lift my spirit on my birthday. It's coming on the 16th of this month. All right, thank you, Zulk Atelier. I'm a lady. I'm a baby. Okay. All right. So, Comic Stephanie, whom I love. Congrats, Bennie. She comments, congrats, Bennie. Now my question is, what kind of person are you? Are you kind, gentle, friendly, talkative, snobbish, proud? You know what I mean? That's what I mean. What kind of person are you? And just to say, that's the first thing I ask about anyone I meet, especially the ones like you that challenge me. Alright, so are you kind, gentle, friendly? I'm a very friendly person. If you get to know me, I'm a talkative. Any of my friends knows I'm a talkative and I'm a joker. I try to be really funny because, like I said, I always feel happy about one thing or another, so I tend to be the funny friend who makes jokes out of everything. I'm not snobbish. Friendly and funny. Alrighty, Product TZ says you're worth it. Thank you, Product. Mina Love says hello. Guess I'm late to ask a question, or if not, then I'd like to know if you're into fashion because your sketches are what is called Adobe, girl. You're blessed. Amen and thank you. Yes, I'm into fashion. I love fashion. I do a bunch of fashion sketches on my page from time to time because I love to dress up, like, I may go into fashion at a point in time, but who knows. Okay, so alright, so basically I think I have answered every question from Facebook and Instagram. Wow, that took a while, but thank you all for all the questions that came in. Thank you for the endless support, the likes, the follows, the shares, the recommendations, the reviews. Oh god, I'm so happy that I have you all. Don't forget to subscribe on this channel. I hope you enjoyed the illustration, and see you in my next video. Bye.